Have you ever heard about like how a chimpanzee is like naturally strong and like they have like this ability to just overpower us, even though they could be like weigh the same amount as us? They just have the ability to just overpower us. The same thing, like if you ever hold a cat, they just have this like, you hold a cat and it's just, they just get out of your hands. They can get out if they don't want to be held. They're gonna get out of your hands. Same thing like with like a little critter. Like you can feel like everything. Like all the animals of this world have a certain type of strength that human beings don't have. We lost that type of strength long ago because we became so close and so dependent upon the things of this world, the unnatural things of this world, especially today. Now, I think that the human being of the past was much stronger than the human being of today, because today we have such luxurious lives. You know, we live in houses. Most of us don't even want to be outside if you don't have like a huge jacket on. Don't even want to be outside if it's too hot, because you've been so conditioned and pampered by technology. So that's air conditioning, heat, and everything else. So because we're human beings, you have to protect yourself. And now I don't mean go get some football gear, and I don't mean carrying around a gun either. What I mean by this is, first off, you got to do some research. Understanding and accepting the fact that most of the food that's around us is artificial. You know, if it comes in a box or a pack, you have to add water to it just for it to even be edible. This is a problem. This is an issue. And this is the reason why so many people have issues with their body, you know, digestive health, blood flow issues, high blood pressure, as well as cancer and other disorders, you know, diseases, all these things. If the food that we ate was 100% natural, or at least just from the earth, I'm not meaning like organic. If everyone ate food from the earth, that grew from the earth, that didn't come from some super processed plant or something like that, then we wouldn't have most of the issues that we have today. So here's the solution. It's not the best solution, because the best solution costs money, you know? It costs a lot more to maintain, to facilitate, to distribute, to make it happen. It costs a lot more money than a lot of people even have access to. So as long as you're someone who has access to a variety of, let's say, fruits and vegetables, more food that grows from the earth than food that is created by man, then you're already a step ahead. All right? Even the Bible says to eat more food that comes from the earth than comes from man. It is better to eat the plants that grow from the earth than eat an animal, than eat the meat of an animal and absorb all its rage. Something like that. I know I didn't get exactly right, but somebody knows what I'm talking about. If you know what I mean, give me a like. The problem is we've been so predisposed to eating artificial, living artificial lives, that we basically depend on it these days. If you ever get like a cold, a sneeze, a chew, the first thing you do is you go to the doctor or something. Or if anything happens at all, any kind of disorder, most people don't know what to do. Most people don't know that in ancient times, if you ever got sick or something, that there was a food or a vegetable or a herb, something that grew from the earth, that could help heal your body and change your situation, your circumstances. We don't have to be victims to our circumstances. We can actually act upon it and make change happen for ourselves. I gotta let this airplane go by. This is why learning about the foods that you eat, like looking at the food and looking at the ingredients, the amount of ingredients that's within the food, and say like if you got something that's in the back of the ingredients is something that you eat regularly and you don't know what that is, you can go to Google. That's the blessing of having the internet. Go to Google, type that in, Because the problem is today, a lot of people are saying words or they're eating things with words that they don't know about, you know? So do yourself a favor and look these things up. Look the things up that you're eating so then you know what you're eating, all right? Because if you do a little research, you'll find out that most of the things that people eat is one of the biggest reasons why we have the epidemic that we have today in our health situation with the people around the world. Like everyone's suffering from this type of thing, all right? So if you can start just do a little bit of research. You could either skim through my YouTube videos or just go on Google or Bing, a search engine, and type in, or searching right on YouTube, health benefits of strawberry, health benefits of pineapple, health benefits of this, health benefits of that. And you'll see that a lot of these plants that grow from the earth actually reverse a lot of the symptoms from the things that people have. Keep this in mind. Symptoms is something that's gonna it's a signal from your body to let you know that there's something wrong, right? A symptom is your chance to be proactive and act upon that symptom before it becomes a real problem, like a disorder or the C word. You know, you don't want to wait till it's too late to do something about it. It's better to do something early while you're just dealing with the symptoms. Like, say, if I start getting back pain, it's better to start stretching and start doing muscle massages and eating foods that are anti-inflammatory sooner than later. You don't want to wait till you completely pull a muscle or you herniate your muscle because you overwork yourself. You got to understand, you're a human being and you need rest. You're living in an environment that's completely inorganic, living a lifestyle that's inorganic, that your body has spent thousands of years not adapting to. We haven't adapted to diesel trucks driving by. You know, our ancestors aren't used to that. Maybe a campfire you're okay with, but like a lot of this process, industrialization, industrial revolution, that's the stuff that our bodies are not adapt to, right? So that's where you got to be proactive and do research and think about the things that you put in your body. But if you don't know, if I'll put it like this, of course you don't have the solutions yet. Of course there's no perfect answer, and of course it's going to take time to be able to build up this knowledge and heal yourself over time, right? So first, some things to keep in mind that you can implement today. 80-20 rule. Make sure that 80% of the food you're eating is from the earth, or at least some form of natural as you can get. And then the other 20% is where you can fall short, right? The other 20% is where you can allow yourself to eat some of the foods that's not necessarily good. But let's face the facts. Some people need to do a detox or a cleanse before they can even do that 20% bad, right? So you got to be honest with yourself. How much bad food have you eaten? How much good food have you eaten? I'm sorry, I moved to a new area where there's a whole bunch of planes and I can't escape them. Just all I can say is just focus on the words I'm saying and don't be focused on the distractions of the background. All right. Remember this. You're not an animal, so you don't have that special instinctive strength that comes from God that keeps you alive and still and keeps you stable, right? Because you've been predisposed to this world that is mostly artificial, all right? So we want to push ourselves back to our natural state because the human being is meant to be able to heal itself, all right? Which brings me to my next subject. Foods that you can eat that help you heal so you can stay strong. I hope that I sparked some kind of spark within you to make you do your own research so you can start taking this stuff kind of serious, all right? I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.